بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان. والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان. والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. وخلق الجان من مارج من نار. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. رب المشرقين ورب المغربين. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس ولا جان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. يعرف المجرمون بسيماهم فيؤخذ بالنواصي والأقدام. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. هذه جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون. يطوفون بينها وبين حميم آن. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. ولمن خاف مقام ربه جنتان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. ذواتا أفنان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. فيهما عينان تجريان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. متكئين على فرش بطائنها من استبرق. وجنى الجنتين دان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. فيهن قاصرات الطرف لم يطمثهن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان هل جزاء الإحسان إلا الإحسان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ومن دونهما جنتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مدهامتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما عينان نضاختان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهما فاكهة ونخل ورمان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيهن خيرات حسان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان حور مقصورات في الخيام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان لم يطمث هن إنس قبلهم ولا جان فبأي متكئين على رفرف
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for attending today's exhibition. We have a proud moment amongst us to be able to witness a great artist's work amongst us. So today, as we start the grand opening of our exhibition, a few housekeeping rules that I would like to share with you, please. First, please take time during the next few days to spread the word amongst your friends, relatives, neighbors, Muslims, non-Muslims, to tell them about this great artist and this great exhibition, which will be housed here from today, May 29th, to June the 7th. Also, our artist, SALVA RASOOL, will be doing workshops here on Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and on Sunday from 2:30 to 4:30. Today we hope that you will take the time to walk around, see the expressions of art, take a few moments to look at what the artist has done in her shades of color and in the words of Allah, and do take some interest to buy the paintings, because I am told her paintings do adorn many homes around the world. So when you see the paintings and you see the names of the paintings, you'll see a green sticker there. That tells you that the painting is available for sale. And if you're interested, just go up to the front desk and our representatives from Marc will be happy to help you. What we would request is that the paintings stay with us for the 10 days of the exhibition, and then it will be handed over to you. Payment arrangements can be done at the front desk too, so please do that. So the agenda for today is I will call upon the representative of Marc to share a few words and invite our artist to the podium, SALVA RASOOL. And then we will have our president of ISIJ, Brother Shabir Gerard, share a few words. And that all will be wrapped up in about 20 minutes. And we will have an opportunity to hear from our artist too. So when I was reading about our artist, as you came in, you must have seen at the front door, there's a little profile on her. But what interests me most is, I was thinking about how the values at home can grow an artist like SALVA. I am told her father was the one that really wanted her to study Arabic and got her a teacher that would bring her into the world of Arabic calligraphy. And as her art and her inspiration started from her dad's teachings and the teacher that she was working with, it led into 1985 when she went into the art school, JJ art school, which is in Mumbai, and she finished her program there. But I'm also told that she had a background in graphic design. Now what I've learned about calligraphy is Arabic you start from right to left. Calligraphy you can do in any form. But what this Arabic form does is that you will see in her paintings there is no human or animal form. That's not permitted in Arabic calligraphy. So that's another interesting point to wonder. Another thing I know about SALVA is that she has brought calligraphy to another stage. She has brought it in fusion. She has brought modern art and Arabic, ancient Arabic together. In her form you see that she experiments all things. She brings pottery, ceramics, all things like that in her painting. So she's very unique at what she does. Another thing which I must share with you is that in 2012, she had her solo exhibition in Mumbai. Now, you will think, why not Mumbai? This is her hometown. But you also have to understand, she is a Mumbai-based born artist. But her paintings were worldwide exhibited before she decided to exhibit it in India. The reason for that is she did not think that her art was being appreciated among non-Muslims. But what her art has done has really spread the word of God. Because when you look at her art, it's not about, it's not about Quran ayats, it's not about the words of Allah in there, but it is talking about the Creator. It's talking about the beauty of the Creator. As I mentioned, this booklet, please pick it up. Ilayya was her exhibition that she did in Mumbai, her solo exhibition. What a proud moment for us to have somebody like this in the Muslim community, spreading the word, doing a different kind of outreach in the non-Muslim community. So do appreciate it and take it home with you. So I would take this opportunity on behalf of Marc. And as you know, Marc has done creative work. This exhibition, since it has opened, we've done the Quran exhibition, we've done the Hajj exhibition. This is another of the greatest exhibitions we are doing. And the next one, I am told, it's about prophethood. The numerous prophets that we've had teaching the words of Islam, the peace religion. So it's a great way to invite people from outside the community. So when you get an invitation from Marc, please spread it among your colleagues at work and outside in the community. So Marc has done all this work, and I thank the Marc team for doing an outstanding job. I know how they work behind the scenes, and I am really proud of the great team behind Marc. So without further ado, I will ask Brother Onali Moladina, who's our representative, to come up and do the official call of inviting our artist, Sister Salva RASOOL, to the podium. So Brother Marc Onali.
Thank you, Sister Shabnez. When we first heard that we are going to be honored to have Salva come to Toronto, and particularly to our center, we were so excited and we were thrilled. Hassan Bhai met Salva Hassan Walji met Salva in Mumbai about 6 months ago, and we've been planning this for a long time now. She brought her paintings to New York, and we had to bring them here. We made sure they were well insured. We wanted to make sure that we give her a good reception here, and we are so delighted to see Salva here in Toronto finally. So Salva, on behalf of Marc, the Mullah Asghar Memorial Library, it is my proud moment to welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shabnez and Onali Bhai, for all the kind words that you have said. I would firstly like to thank Brother Hasnain Walji and all the members of Marc who have made it possible for me to exhibit my work at the center. 20 years ago, when I started doing this art, I never had an idea that I would be exhibiting my work in a country like Canada. It is, I'm so bad with talking, and so I'm sorry if I'm going to,
You're doing fine.
I'm so nervous actually.
You're doing fine.
I think you're doing just perfect, and you know what, maybe I can ask you questions, maybe that will help. As I was talking to you, some of the things I was telling you is that I find you a very humble human being. And I find that you speak a lot of words by not speaking. So, here when we see the gallery, we know that you're telling us a lot. But what I wanted to know is, starting in a city like Mumbai, coming from a Muslim background, doing some work like this, did you find that your work was appreciated outside in the world and the message was easier to grow across continents? Or you were finding that in your own hometown, you had an appreciation of what your art was all about?
I have been doing this work since the past 2 decades, but it was like I never seriously considered exhibiting my work in India is because it's predominantly a non-Muslim country, and I thought that probably I'm not going to get a good response over there. But it was my first solo show that I had in 2010, this was.
Right.
The 2012 was the second show that I had.
Mashallah.
And I got such an overwhelming response. And it was my art didn't appeal only to the Muslims, but it was the non-Muslims who appreciated this art so much. And through my art, I had an opportunity of interacting with the non-Muslims, and so many of them I had a chance to, to clear the misconceptions that they had about Islam. Like, I remember one person who came up to me and he told me, that I have heard that in Islam the ladies are not allowed to be educated, and they are confined to their homes. So I told him the hadith of our Prophet, where the person goes to our Prophet and says that I want to educate my child and I only have enough funds to educate one of them. So whom do I educate, my daughter or my son? And the Prophet said that definitely your daughter, because she brings up a generation.
MashaAllah.
So he was so taken up by what I told him. And I said that our Prophet teaches us that, like to acquire knowledge, there is no end to it. It's from the cradle to the grave. So these are the conversations I have with the people, which help me to break the barriers in religion, because I focus more on the similarities than the differences.
Now, one thing I must tell people is that you've also showcased and exhibited your work amongst legendary artists like M.F. Hussain. So that is quite a platform to be on. And another thing I also read about you is that you were instrumental in doing the design, the window panes of the Jama Masjid. So you work with interior designers, architects all around the world.
Yes.
How does that feel? Like, how do you take your art and join together with artists and interior designers?
Like, I think it's a blessing that I get this opportunity to do so. Like, I have never really tried to, get my way through, getting my art. No, but it just happens that, when people put up the works in their houses, it's just a publicity by itself, and they get back to me.
Do you get special orders? Because
yes, I do. I commission a lot of work.
Very good.
Yeah, and I'm commissioning even to the non-Muslims too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, example, I look at this, Ayatul Kursi, this is something wonderful. How long would something like this come to your canvas?
It's not just one particular painting that I'm working with. Like, it takes me a long period of time because my technique of working is more with textures and layers and multiple textures of paints. So it takes me a long time. So I'm working on a few paintings together. So probably, I think, a painting would take me at least a minimum of 3 months to work on one painting.
Is there a special message for our audience?
It's just for the youth, I would say that they should pursue their passions, and for the girls, like, they should, go ahead with whatever they would want to do.
Excellent. Thank you very much. It was a great honor to
so
have you
much.
here, and you inspire us all.
Thank you. And I must say that it's an honor to exhibit my work in Canada. And once again, I feel so thankful to the Jamaat for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
In fact, we are lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Let's have a loud salawat for her. So next on the agenda is our president, Brother Shabir Jarrad. I would like him to come on the podium and declare the official opening of our exhibition.
My elders, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, my elders, brothers, sisters, our chief guests, sisters, SALVA, RASOOL, Assalamu alaikum. I have been told this has to be a very short address, so I'll stick to my script. I'm absolutely delighted to be here this evening and to join you all in the opening of this unique and important art exhibition sponsored by Marc. I would like to welcome our chief guest, Sister SALVA RASOOL, and thank her on behalf of the ISIJ community for having accepted the invitation to bring her work here and to show it to our community in Toronto. At the same time, I would like to congratulate and thank the organizers of Marc exhibition for pulling off yet another successful exhibition that I'm sure will be of great benefit to all. I mentioned earlier the words unique and important because events such as these do not happen daily in our lives, and one has to be appreciative of the opportunity to witness and celebrate the work that promotes the positive attributes of Islam and particularly achievements by Muslims. This at a time when there is so much negativity and confusion in the minds of people between what Islam advocates and how it is portrayed to the outsiders. One more comment before I end, and I say this very candidly. Traditionally, ours is a community that does not pay much attention to arts, since we are of a merchant and business background. The only instances when I ever discussed art or paintings at the dinner table in my home was when my children were then attending grade school and had just come back from school visits to galleries and museums. Therefore, I echo the words of Sister Shablis. I say to the organizers and all those present here that it is really important that we get the message out, whichever way we can, to make sure that we have as much attendance during the next few days as possible. I wish you, Sister SALVA RASOOL, best of luck, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessings, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings be with you all. I now declare the exhibition open. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Brother Shabir. Just for the benefit of those who would want to attend the workshop, there is an email address that I would like to share with you so that you can do your reservations. It's marclibrary@gmail.com. So again, to remind you, the workshops are on Friday from 7 to 9 and on Sunday 2:30 to 4:30, and the exhibition is going to be open until June the 7th. If you have any questions, the Marc representatives, volunteers are around. Please do take the time to walk around. Do take the time to bring your friends, colleagues, workers, neighbors. Do pass the word around. Do enjoy some refreshments around. And, we always say that, it's good to know that Muslims in the world are doing so well. We want to take the time to pray to Allah also for the protection of all Muslims around the world. We want to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the reappearance of our 12th Imam Muhammad. And on behalf of Marc, it's my pleasure to again thank you for coming, thank you for attending, and on behalf of Marc, Shabni Simji, my salams and duas, thank you, have a great evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Just give me a second, let me find
painting for us to understand what was in it.
I started off this work because I didn't want the script to look like Arabic. I wanted it to look very arty. So Arabic can understand that, it goes like a Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim and Qul huwallahu ahad, which is Surah Ikhlas. But for those who don't understand Arabic, for them it's just sheer art. And it's a total modern style of presenting Arabic calligraphy. It's just a very creative modern way. And this particular one is also in the similar lines, where the script is very modern, and it reads from the bottom, which says, وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Like God has powers over all things. So this is also like more like an arty, like this particular painting, which is the Asma'ul Husna and the Ayatul Kursi, is the traditional script. But because there are many people who love the traditional script too, and they want to keep the traditional script. So, my paintings have a variety of scripts, variety of sizes, and a variety of styles. So there is something for everyone to like.
Sorry, do you accept questions?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. When you start a painting like this, I can understand that the calligraphy part, the message and the writing. But do you have any inspiration about the graphics part of it? How does that come about into your mind?
You know, this particular painting for me, like I am a total fan of S.H. Raza. So this is basically like an inspiration of his bindus, you know, that he does, the circular works.
I see.
So, of course, it doesn't look like anything like his work, but you know, the circle idea basically cropped up in my mind is just an inspiration which I took from one of his paintings.
So when you start, you already have an idea where you're going.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, so it's basically like I'm just working, in this particular painting, like I'm working with the backgrounds first, and then I work with the calligraphy part.
Excellent, excellent. Beautiful.
Yeah, and it's more like the earthy colors that are attractive in this work.
This is what you would see in a poster, right?
Yeah.
This is like a poster.
Yeah, and this I had done a similar painting of this kind, and it was picked up by Marc, so it's put up in his lobby. Like I've got a lot of the celebrities having my works in their house. And it was like on his 90th birthday that he celebrated, I think his 89th birthday last year or year before last. You know, the media had all the celebrities in front of this painting, so everybody started calling me and telling me, oh my God, we saw your painting. Yeah.
So you want to bring a celebrity here too?
Excellent, excellent. Ma'am, you're the best.
Yeah. There is one particular painting.
Let's go there.
Which is, yeah.
It went to the last time of the
They didn't go down. Okay. On this side.
The subject in the painting.
This particular painting was kept in mind for areas where people just need to put in fillers, you know. So this painting can be placed horizontally, vertical, or in any way that you want. So it's just something interesting that, you know, enhances a corner. So it can be placed very easily anywhere in small areas. And this is the Arahman Arahi, which is again like creative. This one is creative. It's not like a typical Arabic. Like
This is written, what is written here?
this is Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. These are the attributes of Allah.
Why haven't you put your price?
I think you must have fallen.
Special price? We'll give it to you if you want it. The painting that she has in front, Dilip Kumar, has the same painting in his hand.
A similar one. A similar one.
Similar one.
A similar one. Because these paintings are not repeated, but they're the same lines, you know.
She was saying, all of it. Yes.
That it can be placed vertically as well as horizontally, and the design continues. Like these lines which are there, they continue even horizontally, vertically, and if it is placed horizontally, these bands continue. So there is a continuity in this work. And this is just like vibrant colors that are played around with and textures, just to give a very contemporary look to the work. Yeah, this is the Surah Fatiha is again like the traditional script, but you know the borders and the design is so contemporary and modern that it's a fusion of both. So people love the combination. And I always concentrate on the color schemes, that it is easy for it to blend into any decor.
Yeah.
This is again the script is very traditional, but the design is very contemporary and modern. Yeah, this is which is a beautiful, like I always enjoy doing this kind of work is because it is Allah, like the person who understands Arabic knows that you bring the alif, lam, lam, hey. But for those who don't know Arabic, it is sheer abstract work. So there are lots of Muslims, you know, who love to put up these kind of paintings in their office areas when they are interacting with the non-Muslims. They want something religious.
Right.
Yeah, that is another business. Most of my paintings are done on canvas, but this particular one is done on linen. And linen is such a medium that you're using. It has to be like a sure shot when you're painting. You cannot rectify the paintings at all on linen.
How long it takes you to make one of those? 6 months?
Not 6 months, at least 3 months for sure.
Like 3 months, 8 hours a day, or?
Yeah, it's 8 hours a day, or maybe more too.
More,
Yeah, because when I'm engrossed in my work, like I just continue working.
So your whole family is in this, or can
No.
you tell us about your background? Your
No,
family?
my family, my son has gone into, like he is gone into the creative field, like he's doing anime, he's specializing in gaming. But my daughter has done her journalism
What about your husband?
My husband is a lot into community work. He has a business.
From your father you have this?
My mother was very good in art. So this particular work of Bismillah Rahman Rahim is a triptych. Again, the calligraphy is creative, you know, and the dots, if you see, are so beautifully, you know, they look like a design, but they are a part of the calligraphy.
Right. Beautiful.
It was an inspiration taken, the script is an inspiration taken from a very ancient Quran.
Right, I can see that.
Yeah, and it was a Quran of Al-Kundusi that I had taken, but I presented it in my own style.
Right.
And the background again is very contemporary and modern. And the Asmaul Husna is something that, you know, people love to put up in their houses, like, you know.
And that's beautiful. Catalog? You have your own catalog?
I have an old I couldn't make a catalog
We are
for
going
this
to put it
particular,
in
you know.
the pictures you put it in some sort of
sit with the family and decide. Maybe sometime you want to come and advise us where it's put. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, she can come.